Did you know that women can more than double their chances of long-term success with weight loss if they have at least one supportive friend that helps them along the way? And this is absolutely vital if you want to melt that body fat and keep it off the rest of your life. And the fact is, as women get older, it gets harder and harder to make friends as adults that actually support your goals. So who am I? I'm Abram. I'm a professional nutritionist and a 35-year-old dude on the internet. I've actually helped thousands of women melt their body fat and keep it off. But the reason why I know how to help women find and form real meaningful relationships with other women that support their long-term success is because I have a women's health and life coaching program that guarantees results naturally. Not just in my program. I guarantee that you're going to melt that body fat and keep it off the rest of your life. So, the women that join my program, not only do they need to lose the weight, they have to keep it off. And the only way you can keep it off is by doing it the easiest way possible. So, what makes it really easy? Is by more than doubling your chances of success. So, in this video, I'm gonna walk through the 3 steps you wanna take in order to make friends that support your goals and make losing body fat really freaking easy. Let me start out by saying that if you have a hard time making friends as an adult, it is not your fault. This is super common because we just don't live in the world that we used to. It's much harder to get connected with other women that are in a similar age and are also interested in what you're interested in, but more importantly, ones that are actually supportive. Most of the time, when I hear women talk about getting friendships or the friendships they currently have, they're not really ones that are really good for them. They are the type of friends that actually detract from their life. They're like the woe is me type of friend. You know, the one that were like, it's always doom and gloom. They're obsessed about the news. They're always talking about how things are getting worse. You know, they laugh about how, it's hard for them to lose weight. Don't worry about the diet. I'll start it on Monday. Or they boast about how lazy they are. Like, oh, I don't want to do that. That'd require effort. It's like, oh my gosh, they're just a freaking loser. Like, you end up getting surrounded with losers because losers tend to stay in the same community that you grew up in. And that's just because they get really comfortable. They're not willing to step out of their comfort zone. When I work with women, they typically want more out of life though. So in order to find women that have similar goals and actually want to get more out of life, namely women that are just not comfortable and confident in their skin and they really want to get out of it and they don't want to get around other enablers that bring pizza around, they're always eating junk food. They want to get around people that actually are serious about changing their life in a positive way. You have to get around the right people. That is first and foremost. So I'm not going to teach you how to make friends that you can just hang out with. I'm going to teach you how to make friends that are good for you and last forever. And the reason why I don't want you to hang out with losers is because that's who I was. I was that one that was like bragging about, oh my gosh, I don't want to do that. That requires so much work. It's like, I don't feel like doing that. Oh, working out is so hard. Or it's like, I'm always whining and complaining and like just thinking about how I used to act. Of course, I was 40 pounds overweight. It's because I had the wrong mental viewpoint. Once you are serious about changing your life, you just have to start by changing your environment and get around people that are more positive and uplifting. So if you are that negative person, I was too. And the good news is you can become a more positive and uplifting person that actually gets the right people in your life in order to make the change for good. The very first step is to get absolutely obsessed with something in your life. In order to have someone interested in hanging out with you and actually being your friend, you have to be interesting. In order to be interesting, you need to be deeply interested in something. Like actually being excited about something in life, you're gonna transfer that energy. Look at me right now. I am so freaking amped up to teach you about making friends because this is something that I'm actually excited about. Like the reason why I could teach this is because I know what it's like to be on the other side of that. If you are someone that does not have those strong relationships and then you actually get one, it's a freaking game changer. Remember, you're gonna more than double your chances of long-term weight loss success. So, step 1, get absolutely obsessed with something. It'd be ideal if that thing that you were obsessed with was like something that was related to health and fitness, like if you loved cooking healthy or if you loved going for hikes. Like me, I love going for walks with my wife and kids. I love going for walks in between work. Like, I just love getting sunshine. Hobbies like those make it a lot easier to be very interesting because you're just legitimately excited about it. But it doesn't just have to be physical activities. You know, you could do things that are completely unrelated as long as you have a deep interest in it. It could literally be a TV show, or it could be crafts, it could be painting. It does not matter. What matters is that you are deeply interested in something and you'd be willing to do that alone, even if someone isn't there. That's the key. If you don't have something that you're willing to do without them, you're not going to be interested in doing it with them for a continuous basis. So first thing, find something you're going to get obsessed with. And you probably have that in mind already. The second step is to invite someone to do that thing that you're obsessed with you. The thing is, there are other people that like that TV show. There are other people that like doing crafts. There are other people that actually are serious about improving their physical and mental health. You have to find these people and then invite them to do something with it. The opposite is why friendships end. Think about this. Every friendship you've ever had in your entire life, what happened? Life comes up. You move, you have work, you have kids, you have responsibilities, you have things that pop up, or something happens to them, it changed their environment, and then one of you stopped inviting the other one to do stuff with them. That's literally all that happens. Like, if you want to form and keep real friendships, you have to keep inviting people to do the thing that you're obsessed with over and over and over. The friendships end when you stop doing things together. So keep inviting. Do not stop. I'm going to teach you where you're going to be able to find these people to invite those things in step 3, but I want to use an example of how I've used this in my life to great success and how women that I've worked with have used it as well. A really good example is going for a walk at the same time every single day. If you are someone that can get into the habit of doing some healthy routine at some time of the day, when you do that and other people come over, you can invite them to do that thing with you because you are going to do it already. I am already going to go for a walk. What happens? If my friends are over, my friends are going for a walk or they're going home. But guess what happens? Because they are also obsessed with getting healthier. They're obsessed with personal development. They love going for walks too. And the really cool thing is now my kids, my wife, freaking love it too, because it's something I will do every single day with or without them. But since I actually have energy for it and I'm excited just thinking about going for a walk, that is what brings the other people around you that actually want to be around you and stick around in your life. And that brings me to step 3, which is the most important step, because the fact is we are not in a very connected world anymore. And by far, the easiest way to get around other women that actually want more out of life is just to pay to join a group. I cannot tell you how much easier it'll be if you just pay to join a group. I'm not saying you need to spend $1 million to join a group. You just have to join a group with other people that are obsessed with what you're interested in. The key is to pay, though. Free groups basically just suck for this because anyone and everyone is in it. It's like they're not really that serious about it. You want to get people that are willing to do that thing with or without you as well. And then that way, when you have those people, you invite them. They're going to be a lot more likely to actually want to do it with you. But if they don't, who cares? If they don't show up, they get busy. Hey, I'm going to go for a hike this Saturday. If you can make it, great. If you can't, I'm going to do it anyway. That's the key. You don't want to put pressure on it. Remember, you have to keep inviting over and over and over. So if you pay to join a group, it makes it much easier. But where do you find these groups? What groups am I talking about? What I'm talking about is joining like a religious community. This could be a political campaign. This could be like a 5K runner group. This could be coworkers, classmates. This could be a health and fitness program like I have. All of these things really focus on a bigger and more worthwhile goal, something that's bigger than both of you. That's what's great about having a collective good that's working towards that bigger, more worthwhile goal. If you don't have that thing that is driving you towards this bigger goal, where that thing that you're obsessed with will help you get to that bigger goal, like say you actually like going for walks or you like being in health and fitness, you like going from the better version of yourself to the best that you could be. If you find other people that are like that, and then you also want to build some churches, you want to, improve the lives of others, you want to volunteer somewhere, you want to do some crafts and sell them as a side gig, you want to do something that is actually interesting and you are deeply interested in it, and you want to go after something bigger and better in life, like drastically improving your health, that is how you form friendships that keep on lasting. If you have something that is just a short-term goal, you're going to have a short-term friendship. But if you have a bigger, more worthwhile goal that you actually like doing and you pay to join that group will do the decision making for you. You just have to make sure that the group that you're joining already has a selection process where they say, we want to find positive, uplifting people that are going after this bigger thing. You want to find people that are more serious about it, because that is what will keep them interested in being interested in you. It keeps you interesting. You have something to invite them for, and it makes all 3 steps really freaking easy. And if you noticed, you can do all 3. If you just find a group right now that you're obsessed with, and then join that group, pay to join that group right now. Quite frankly, that's exactly what I do inside of my women's health and life coaching program. Once again, the reason why I had to figure out how to help women do this is because it more than doubles their chances of long-term success. And the whole goal of my program is to help women lose their body fat in a way that is so freaking easy that it would be hard to fail. That way, they can be successful without me the rest of their life. That's why we have a metric crap load of in-person meetups all the time, all throughout the US and around the world, all because I have thousands of clients. And what that allows me to do is be the selection process for you. If you join my full program, you're not going to be around garbage people. You're going to be around other women that actually want to get more out of life. And if you are interested in learning more about my full health and life coaching program that guarantees you will melt your body fat without counting calories or taking supplements, and if you follow my natural guidance but it doesn't work, I will give you a full refund plus pay you an additional $2,000 cash back. All you have to do is click the link in the description or just comment info. I'll send you more information and you can make an informed decision on if it's a good fit for you. If not, use these 3 steps, find some friends, melt the body fat, subscribe, and follow for more.